Hi, my name is George Randall, the co-author of The Talent War, How Special Operations and Great Organizations Win on Talent, and managing partner of the Talent War Group. My background starts out with enlisted in the U.S. Army. I had to pay my way through school, but I caught the leadership bug along the way and became an Army officer. I was fortunate to be deployed around the world, but at the end of company command, I knew that I wasn't going to be leading in the ways that I wanted to, so I jumped out into corporate America and went through the talent acquisition process like many people do, and learned a lot of very, very painful lessons. Fortunately, along the way, I had the great luck to fall into a human resources position, and that's where everything took off for me. I understood what I really had a passion for, which was building elite teams and getting the absolute best out of people. So I transitioned into talent acquisition. I've been doing that for 20 plus years. I've hired over 80,000 people in 90 different countries and been head of talent acquisition for a number of very, very large firms. So I've gotten to see the best of what companies do, and unfortunately I've gotten to see the worst of what companies do. And really that was a great segue into getting down on paper and putting into a book what I thought could really change the trajectory of American companies. I thought I always had a book in me, and I always wanted to write about the talent acquisition process and the great value of talent. And meeting my co-author Mike Sarraille, we realized that the people who are doing talent the best are the U.S. Special Operations Forces. So we took the best of how Special Operations selects and assesses talent and looked at some of the best companies and decided to build a guide that helps companies recognize the one true advantage that they can possibly have in the marketplace, which is talent. So bringing this book to market, it was really about changing the way people look at talent, build elite teams, and go on and do great things in their space. When I look across HR departments, if I were to say in general what the number one fault is, it's simple. It's what we put at the front of the book. They don't have a talent mindset. And a talent mindset is really the core belief that talent is everything in your country. Not just people, but true talent. And the way that you can see companies doing it the best are those companies who treat their human capital with the same rigor, discipline, and focus they do their financial capital. That's a clear sign of having a talent mindset. And when you put the selection, assessment, development, coaching, mentoring, and training of people as a top priority, you're going to win in your space. When I'm looking to make a hire, there's two things I'm always looking for. Now, mind you, integrity is always a go, no-go, and a lot of people don't even look at it, but I make sure that I do. But beyond integrity, the two top traits that we describe in the book that are most important to me for any hire, first and foremost, is humility. They have to have the ability to look around and pick the best ideas, the best practices, and combine them with their own knowledge to deliver something that's really great. I don't want somebody who thinks they know it all. I want to learn it all. The second trait that I'm looking for is effective intelligence. People that have effective intelligence, you notice in your companies, are always those go-to people, the people that get things done. Because effective intelligence is defined as providing solutions to something for which a book solution didn't previously exist. So people in today's rapidly changing technology and environment, the number one thing that a person can have is the ability to solve problems where they've got to go out and do it on their own. So my career in talent acquisition took off because I was so fortunate to spend time in the world's greatest leadership incubator. All the things that I learned about the basic leadership principles, leading by example, being a humble leader, holding high standards, building, coaching, mentoring, high-performing teams, all came to me in the U.S. Army, and I was so fortunate that I got to learn those lessons, because taking those to the corporate world propelled my success more than anything else that I've ever done. When people walk away from our speeches, I want them to understand the most important difference they can make for their company is having a talent mindset. Treating human capital with the same rigor, discipline, and focus you do your financial capital. Putting the emphasis not just on people, but talent, selecting and assessing and acquiring the best talent that you can possibly have, and taking the people in your company and growing them to the highest potential person that they can be. That is where you're going to win in your space. That's where you're going to dominate your competitors. That's where you're going to propel your company into the future, no matter what comes at you, is focusing first and foremost on talent.